Mine was the Salinas River area of California. Some facts about the valley. It's one of the major valleys that is the most productive agriculture region. It's approximately 90 miles, as you can see. Behind it is and then it's called the salad bowl of the world because of all the crops it grows, like lettuce, peppers, tomatoes, celery. And then they have more than 100 manufacturing firms there, which the largest ones are Fresh Foods. And then I have a video about there. Oh. We don't have to watch the whole thing. This is a commercial for one of the big companies there. We don't have to watch it. Okay, now the river. It's the longest river in the central coast of California. It runs 175 miles, and it flows north to northwest. And then the river begins in southern, how do you say it? San Luis.
Where's it?
Right here.
San Luis.
Something county.
Read that.
And then
Aliso.
I don't know. And then the first name was Rio de Monterey.
I can't read it, so.
Yeah, that's it. And then they renamed it to Rio Salinas River in 1854. The climate at the valley is, it's good for the long growing season that they have. The weather varies from north to south. In the north, they have very mild winters, and it stays pretty cool during the summer. In the south, they have extreme temperatures. It's very cold in the winter and very hot in the summer. And then they have the inland heating combines with the marine layer, which is air mass that develops over a large body of water, and it causes fog and low clouds throughout the whole valley. And then my timeline. In 1850, this behind it is the California missions, which is to convert Native Americans to Catholicism and expand the territory. And then they had 4 missions throughout the whole thing, which became the county over time. And then here's the missions. One of them. The main one.
Hi, I'm Michael Servant. I'm here at Mission San Antonio, which is in Monterey County. And I'm here kind of exploring some of the missions that are in Monterey County. What you see behind me was actually first founded in 1771. Now, at its height, there were 1,300 Salinas Indians who were living here a long time ago. This mission was the third mission that was built in the chain of 21 missions, but it was the first one to actually plant grapes. And they actually DNA tested one of the grape rootstocks that's actually inside in the courtyard, DNA tested originally from Spain, so they know it's actually one of the original mission plantings that were here. Another thing you may not know about this mission is that there are 2 cats here. Their names are Rosario, little black cat, and Spirit. Spirit is kind of a Siamese cat. So if you come to visit this mission.
And then 1850 to 1860 is where the whole town started. Is Hill purchased they had a lot of ranches around there, and 2 settlers came in, Hill and Lease, and Hill purchased one of the ranches, which was 6,700 acres, and had his goal to set up a huge farming project. And Hill found himself to be the first postmaster for the area. And then Lease purchased the other ranch that was 10,000 acres, paying $6,000 for it. And then Lease sold 80 acres to Howe, who was credited for being the founder. And then Howe built the halfway house, which started the whole thing because of it, which was a hotel. And then 1860 to 1880 is when most of the city got its real characteristics, because he built the general, like a store, a hotel, stable, and then the blacksmith store. And then in 1872, the Southern Pacific Railroad and courthouse became. And then the Abbott House, which was 126 feet wide and 60 feet deep, costing $20,000. And then in 1880, the census was 11755 white, 102 Chinese, and 8 blacks. And that's the end of it.
I'm going to stop it now. And talk.
1 second. That'll be it. So, what part of California is this place located?
The south.
You're on camera.
No, it's the.
Tristan, you can answer.
I.
Like, if we're looking at a map of California and we have like north, central, south, where is the Salinas River
South
Valley?
Central.
What are you doing?
Central. So when we think about California, generally you could characterize it in 3 areas. The north is wine country, the central area is vegetable country, and the south is like almost exactly like Mexico. It's like a desert. It's hot. It's right on the ocean. I mean, it's narrower at the bottom, so it's closer to the ocean, but it's Arizona, touches Mexico, Arizona. There are lots of rivers in California, but do you know which state has the most miles of rivers of any state? Nebraska. So when you look, like this river is 175 miles long. Anybody know how long the North Loop River is, for instance?
224.
Really long, and it starts way up in the Sandhills. And if you add together all the loop rivers, it's like 1,400 miles worth of rivers if you add together the different parts. So there are lots of rivers. There are lots of rivers, but Nebraska rivers tend to be very small and gentle flowing, whereas rivers in California, a lot of them start up in the mountains in California and run down,
Like rapids.
and so they're a little bit bigger and more aggressive, I will say.
Is the Mississippi the most dangerous river in the United States?
I have no idea. Okay, you can stop. Reese.
Reese, stop it.